And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, and the next starts going. I missed it. I missed having the key bindings for these situations. Oh yeah, I have to have him in my my group. Okay. So I might swap out her. I think I'm gonna swap out her temporarily. Because I don't know if I'll want the master in there permanently or not. But for this mission, I'll pop her out. Because she's got the same class as me. So, you know, it's not like I can't bring in the boons. And even if I'm not bringing in the greatest boons, I think her being on my team only benefits me. Protect until she opens the entrance. Wait. Protect it until she opens the entrance. Okay. Must move quickly. The power of the drop knows access. So yeah, we have to just escort her to it. This would be this way. Be careful, the area is guarded. Corners are everywhere, as well as the drop minions. Yeah, that sounds about right. What? Sorry, I was curious as to what she was saying. But yeah. There we go. Maybe tonight, if I feel the energy too, I'll start working more on my artwork for the panels. Not that that's a complaint, but just because I'm hoping that this water kicks in and hydrates me a bit. That priestess actually. Priestess and the scribe. The scribe definitely needs to go. No, what are you doing? I don't know why it decided to pick them. I guess it's fine. We are about to ready to be done with these guys, but it's still annoying. And we just need to protect her, and she's right here with us. I didn't pick the close target. I just was hoping it would immediately catch on what I was doing. Silk? Oh, special! Okay, I'm gonna pick that bolt up. And then I'm gonna come back here and deal with this. I kind of hope the fight stayed this consistent until the final boss, because walking up like this would be a lot easier if it's just this and not an aggressive amount of combat. Where's she at? Ooh, shares. We share the gold when loot. Sounds about right. That would be a really cool concept for raids, like in Guild Wars 2 or any game that has raids similar to Guild Wars 2. I think WoW has some similar ones too. Where, because one thing about like World vs. World or Worldcraft that I hate is the idea that the loot is got to be distributed. And everyone doesn't get drops. I like that Guild Wars 2 gives everyone gets their gets similar drops. They're insured of getting these basic things, but they're also able to get they all, you know, depending on your magic find, you can get special things specifically for yourself as well. So you can get your own rarely, but everyone is guaranteed a bare minimum of XYZ thing, right? And I like that, especially with gear and stuff, because sucks when you can't get the basic stuff you need, like for crafting materials. Anywho, what I was going to say is, it'd be interesting if in a raid situation, depending on how well everyone does, you are guaranteed to get bonus income if you guys do really well. Like, you're still guaranteed a specific amount, but you're able to get bonuses from it, especially for groups that are experienced. I don't know, it feels good. It feels good, kind of cool. I know, technically speaking, as you head into the river and shut off as many pumps as you can, to reduce their power, replace the enchantments of the pumps as long as the drops and Warcormer are near the pumps. You won't be able to turn them off. Good luck. So we need to turn off the pumps. Make your way to Central Valley. Weaken the draw by shutting off the 5 of them. 5 of them remain active. Bonus: defeat the draw without shutting down water pumps. Wait, so... Oh, so I can just fight them outright without that? I mean, okay. I mean, we could try it. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know why that Pam came up. I don't remember which button I pushed for that. Let's get this priestess at the back. She's got to go down. She and the scribe gotta go first. But I was like, do we have the strength to fight them? I mean, if we can, that's fine. And then we can just shut the pipes off for the shits and giggles. Yeah, okay. Let me see about baiting them over. I guess we don't have to worry about that. They're kind of far away. Let's try it. I'm hoping we'll be able to be strong enough to do it, but I don't know. It really depends. Really strong. Okay, cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Huh. Is there more than one... Okay, so is there more than one group? You know what? Okay. That seems doable. That seems doable. Difficult, yes. Doable, also yes. And I don't have to, like, I could just, especially if I just obliterate everything on the map, then I don't have to worry about things. Theoretically, coming back. I want the scribe down. The scribe shakes too much. They shake the map too much, and I don't like it. I don't need to worry about it as much anymore. Priestess. We got rid of the priestess and them, like, last, basically, this time around. And we didn't have as much shaking, which is great. Okay. Okay, cool. Agent Whispers. You know what? Come here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this group, and then we'll go to the other one. Nice. And we don't have the scribe to deal with. I think that this will be good, as long as we can kill everybody, and we don't have to worry about having to re-kill people. I think we'll be good. one's outside. That gets him to standing. Let them do that. Okay. This is like in a very vivid red area, isn't it? Okay, cool. Got the seer down? Almost? Kinda? A little bit? Sorry. Keep up with the wrong thing? Nice. We're doing pretty good, I think. I'm not necessarily... I was a little worried that we'd be kind of hurting with a proper, one down of mine, but we're doing pretty good, I think. The engineers just walking by like, ain't my problem. I only get paid to fix the pipes. I don't get paid to fight the people. That's not me. That's not my issue. I need this one. 4, 6. Who do we appreciate? Sorry, my brain went straight to child's, like, rhyming. I'm an adult, I think. I have to kind of confirm this morning. I don't know. Can we... Can we get Mox over here to help do some damage? I obviously can't do too much because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of clicking. I'm having fun, but I'm not actually doing anything good, if that makes sense. I'm dead weight, but I'm fun dead weight. Okay, I want you guys to wait right here. While I... What? Okay. Stay right here while I proceed to bait them over. If I can get the flag to be put down. Okay. Because I think if we can get these guys away from them, it won't be as bad. I'm dodging and weaving! Where's the priestess? Get the priestess. That's right, Mox. Mox is always on my team. He's always coming up like, oh yeah, she wants this guy. He's such a good boy. I love him. Follows the leader so aggressively. Good, good, good. I guess I can go over here and help them with this. They're not, he's not... I guess he's just bothering the healers, so... We've gotten down to the point where it's just the bowman. Now... Ooh, he dropped money. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Is there, anyone up there? Oh, sorry, I keep using that, but I keep forgetting that that's not a thing. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm watching my fingers. That doesn't mean anything. Did we already kill one already? Damn! I was looking at my fingers like, I gotta click things. I gotta keep alive. If I keep alive, at least someone gets something. These guys are so... Okay, I appreciate that these guys are doable without killing the water. Like, as soon as it was like, yeah, fight them without it, but they're really strong otherwise, I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, I keep trying to look up here. Do I need to go up here? Or is it just, you know, bonus people? God, I can't wait until my shift is over. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Fair, fair, fair. Okay, so I guess we... Bonus, defeat the rogue that's shutting down the water pumps. Okay. We have been doing well. Hello, Whisper Agent. Stop where you Listen closely to the master. He's a knowledge, experience, demon slaying. He's unmatched. Step aside. Grant access. Okay, so he's got us blocked off, but he's doing that. I didn't expect to see you traveling with Sunspears. Quickly pass through before the guards see us. See you. Well, I mean, they're gonna see us anyways, so because we're gonna go stab people. And I've chosen this kind of level of violence. Okay, first off, I want you guys to wait here. I'm gonna do the same thing and bait them over. Hello, come. Pick fights with us. I don't want to fight the Draugr and them. Dang. They were not ready. They were not ready for that. And I'm not taking any credit for that because I didn't do shit. I guess they didn't have any healers, did they? Ooh, spiky. Okay. Now, the bowmen in this just don't have any real gumption, do they? They don't have any, like, real going for them, you know? And I don't mean that in a malicious way, they just don't really have a lot of strength, do they? As soon as you kill all the guards, they're just kind of on their own. Kind of sad, though, because I think historically, archers were equally as powerful as a swordsman. They just had a range to them. Like, they weren't, like, as heavily armored. Like, they weren't wearing heavy armor unless they were in war. You know, like if war was going on. But they, nice. But they were still heavily armored. Okay, let me see if I can... Yeah, I think we can just get these guys. They still had armor on them. They were still hard to hit unless they were like I said, unless they were fighting a war, they would be armored up like everybody else. But normal like just scouting parties and stuff, I'm pretty sure they had light armor enough to maneuver around. To kind of depend on the situation, I think. But most of them were armed with knives and daggers too, from what I remember reading up on. They didn't just have pure. It wasn't just like pure bow. They had like daggers, knives, swords. Some of them had short swords, so they were like skilled and like self-defending when long range was no longer an option. So I kind of feel like games kind of make rangers kind of seem weak. They make them seem like spellcasters that can only do close range or long range, and once long range is gone, they've lost that advantage. But the reality is, in medieval times, they would have an equal advantage either way. They were trained to be able to do it. They weren't as heavily armored like knights and stuff, so there was the disbenefit of being very pokeable. But I feel like a lot of games. I also feel the same thing about casters. I feel like mages should also be able to use daggers and swords because they'd be treated like a spellcaster. They'd be treated like a ranger where their advantage is long range, but they need to defend themselves up close and personal in order to ensure the success of their raid on whatever they're fighting. You know, like if they're a guard, I feel like being an archer is not going to be your only option. You're going to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Well, as worse as you're going to get. I don't know. I feel like a lot of games don't really give rangers and mages enough physical front defense. And I feel like they would have a medium thing. They'd be like a medium group. They clearly wouldn't be as good as like a heavy armored knight or whatever, but they definitely would still have that advantage going on. They'd still have something. I do like that in Guild Wars 2 you can have two weapons for that reason, but I like having a close range and a long range with my tunes. Because sometimes you need to kind of snipe something from a distance, and sometimes you just need to poke it really hard up close and personal. These guys are really nice to fight. As long as they get rid of all of the guards around them, that's the only thing that's going to be a problem. Because they're a nuisance on their own. Alright, got one more door. And then we just gotta go back and open up all of the waterways. Like I said, I like how the engineers are like, nope, I ain't fucking touching any of that shit. Not my business. Is there a door up here? Don't be alarmed. I'm in of the order. The drought lies beneath the doors up the stairs. Yeah. Okay. Be warned. If brims corruption spawns of the drought. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for the warning. But yeah, like, I feel like a lot of games don't give range classes, that benefit. Whispers are too late. I will consume the... Okay, yeah. So it's this monster, okay. Okay, so... Let's see if I can bait some of these guys up the stairs. And to my party. Hello, you want to come with me? Yeah. Come, come, come. Totally not an ambush. We would never do such a thing. That's dirty pool, you know? Okay, let me go over here with these guys. I need to pull this flag forward. Here we go. So that the rangers get a better shot. Oh my god, he is almost dead. Okay, so see if I can get these guys to come this way. Hello! Did you see me? Yes, you do see me now. Come, come, come. Okay, cool. I may have them move down here. Because we didn't attract that guy, which is the main boss. I wonder if the other group is going to count, the middle group is going to count as being the thing. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's just these guys, and then we can lower it for the boss. I got messed up. Mox is taking no jokes. I also think it's the mages throwing hands at the distance as well, and doing massive amounts of damage, and having the healers there with them is very nice. No one touched that lever. We want the bonus. Honestly, this number 6 is probably saving me so much time. I'm actually able to refill so quickly. Thank you, chat, for the information on number 6, which is the renewed. Alright. Okay. This might be risky business. I don't know. Ah, dang it. I was trying to get closer, but I couldn't. Mox, I need you up. He's such a nuisance for me back here. I need to get closer. Okay, cool. Got that. I might go down again. Yeah, I did go down again, but we're doing good. Yeah. Nice.
walk into a room unless you're sure you can walk out.
Which means?
It means that there was a smuggler's hideout back here. An old Corsair friend told me about it. There. This should take us all the way north to Vabi. Let's move. What is your problem, Hound?
The drought is dead. I can feel it in my bones.
The drought? Then there are sun spears in the waterworks. Go kill them. Kill them now.
All in good time, mortal.
We have them trapped. What are you waiting for?
You misunderstand, little mortal. You are not my master.
You are charged to help me hunt these sun spears. You will do as I say.
I answer to my Lord Abaddon. I answer to War Marshal Farish. I do not answer to you. Are we clear?
I am Varish's general. You should respect her.
Farish does not need generals anymore. She needs us. Do not make her choose. We are partners at best, until all your sun spears are slain.
And then?
Then we will renegotiate. I know where these sun spears are going. Follow me.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I popped my wrist. I didn't even realize my wrist was hurting. Okay, so do I need to do... So we're in the pump area now. Okay, cool. Okay, so I don't have any more that I'm going to do for this run. Unlucky Sam. Or Simon. Unlooking Simon. So he's about the story. So, here's the thing that I find interesting. Right there when he said, we'll renegotiate once the Sun Spears are dead, that right there's a red freaking flag, okay? One, because the demon believes you so greedy that you're not going to really consider what that means. And I feel like they're going to get rid of the Sun Spear and then they're going to take over the Cormyr people, either by eating them, like using them as a food source, or enslaving them. And that this deal that is mutually beneficial will become a one-sided beneficial. Because the idea that, and he listed in order who he serves. And she's second in his servitude, not in first. Which to me is a little not good. Because it means that as soon as they get what they want with the Sun Spears, they are going to flip on you and take what they want. Especially because of the fact that we know that they eat people. So, I'm like, at that point, as a general, I would have mentioned it to my commanding officer and then got out of the dodge. Because I feel like that demon just told on himself and told on his people. Because he figured that they'd be too scared or dumb to say something. And maybe the leader would be too dumb to say something or do something. But I feel like as if I was the general, I'd step down and I'd be like, nope, walk away from him. Because to me, that sounds like you're just a means to an end. Because they are treating the demons like a means to the end. But I feel like they're going to turn on them and use them as a food source or slaves. Or maybe something even worse. So I think that they should hesitate with that. Also, the idea, if someone says, oh, they don't need you anymore, but they need me, that's always a toxic trait to begin with, because of two things, right? In this situation, it's between two different species of creatures, right? And you should never be relying on another species to fix your problems as a permanent solution. And it's one thing to like work side by side with them, but this is not a side by side situation, because they would be, if it was a side by side situation, they would negotiate with him. They, instead of the demon undermining him and being mouthy, he'd be like, I know where he's going, where they're going. There's no point in going in this way because we won't catch up to them. That's all he had to say. Or that they needed to form a trap. He could have made any excuse up. There could be a few numbers of them. Let's trap them and get more of them in one place, you know, etc., etc. So, to me, it's a little sketchy that his immediate response was to belittle the person. But also, that general's been serving her for a lot longer, so undermining him by saying, oh, well, you know, we aren't going to go after them, blah, 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 because she doesn't need you anymore, to me, is a red flag. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of times where I've encountered somebody who's a senior person in a position and they are not qualified to be in that position. I felt the bosses who were bigger than their britches. But in this situation, he is trying to follow her orders. And so he's not like flying off the handle, being unreasonable for a general. He is chasing them, probably wouldn't have been a very good idea anyways, just because. But, you know, he at least was trying to follow the rules of what he was commanded to do. But undermining someone who's already in that position is both disrespectful and is a red flag if you believe yourself better for that position, right? Because you are either lusting for the position or you're trying to isolate the group. So in this situation, I think they're trying to isolate her from the generals, because those generals are human and they will think about humanity first, and the demons don't want them thinking about humanity first. They want them to think about demons first. They want to take subserviency over them by doing that. This alliance is toxic because it's not an alliance really. It's a dagger being twisted kind of thing. Like I said, I'm gonna close it with that, but I feel like this is gonna end up backfiring on them pretty aggressively. And we're gonna move on to the next game, which is Slay the Spire.
And we can just dance the night away until we